Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and Samsung just announced the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 7 and they gave me an early look at it. I did just unbox the brand new Galaxy Z Fold from Samsung. I'll link to that in case you missed it, and upcoming the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. So subscribe so you're notified when these future videos go live. Also, these are up for pre-order already, and if you want an extra $50, go through the link in the description. It gets you an extra $50 Samsung credit, and there's a ton of great trade-in deals as well, so I'll link to all the best ones down below. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick look what comes in the box of the Galaxy Z Flip 7, including a phone with larger displays on the inside and outside as well, a new Samsung Exynos 2500 chip, and more. Let's get started. Here's the box of the new Galaxy Z Flip 7 in the blue shadow color. There's a first look. Let's see what else we get in the box. Taking this out, it looks like we've got our SIM ejection tool and, whoops, also a quick start guide and a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable for charging. And onto the new flip phone from Samsung, the Z Flip 7. Taking it out of the box, there is a cover. Let's peel that off. And there is that inside display. First look at that crease. It is extremely minimal. You can barely feel it and just barely see it if the light hits it in the right way. Now, folding it closed for the first time reveals that larger outside display. Let's boot the phone up, and while it turns on, let's take a closer look at this hardware. With it folded closed, down at the bottom and top, you've got microphones, a USB Type-C port, one of the speaker. Make note of that dual camera bump up there. Along the right side, you've got your power button with an embedded fingerprint scanner. Looks like another microphone, plus volume rockers, and then a close look at that hinge mechanism. Finally, along the left side, looks like our 5G antenna and a SIM card slot. So while we have it here, let's flip this open so you can see how seamless it is. Samsung's done a good job with their flip phones, making them completely flat and seamless, and obviously when it's closed, it sits completely flat. Unfolded, you get a very thin phone overall, and flipping it over, a closer look at that blue color. And here's our dual camera system, unchanged from the Flip 6, a 50 megapixel main sensor and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. Here's that larger 4.2 display. You'll see it goes all the way around the camera lenses in the corner. So basically a full screen without the camera cutout and the flash cutout overall. But anyways, let's open that front screen, run through the startup process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. You do have the option for face or fingerprint unlock. Let's set up that fingerprint scanner. And just like on the Fold 7, this is new. It doesn't have you release off the fingerprint scanner. It has you just sort of roll your finger around as it registers. So you see, I'm just kind of moving it in circles and it's quickly registering. That was really fast. So just a little bit of a different method that they updated. Also, once done, you need to test your fingerprint. A couple quick settings. With fingerprint always on, you can choose to have it off or have it on both the cover and main screens or separately. Gemini, your personal AI assistant, which you can now use Gemini Live on the cover screen. I'll show that off. Of course, you get a lot of Galaxy AI built in with erasing people or things from your photos, note assist, interpreter, call assist, and just a lot more. Again, Bixby's still around. If you're interested, notes of taking care of your flip phone, especially that inside display. And we are all set up and ready to go with our brand new Galaxy Z Flip 7. Samsung went with a larger 6.9-inch inside display, so more screen real estate on the inside, but also on the outside. First of all, go Cubbies. Nice to see that score in the corner. Anyways, we can swipe over to get to our notifications and other widgets. Now brief. That is now on the outside display. It wasn't previously. This will basically give you contextual information based on the weather, your calendar, maybe some maps information. This outside screen can be fully customized. There's different presets and cards that you can go through, and then obviously you can add more widgets. It doesn't seem like there's a lot enabled right now. Here's some of the options you do have in case you do want to enable it. If we go to Google, you can get your finance, stock information, phone with your dialer, and maybe some of your favorites. I'd also like to point out both screens have a 120 hertz refresh rate, so very smooth. These are separated out of the box, your notifications and quick settings. I like to combine them. You can do that just by pressing this pencil icon right there. But jumping into settings and going into display, motion smoothness, this is where you can bump it down to 60 hertz if you do so choose. Finally, I want to point out you can swipe down and just get to some quick toggles. It looks really great. It looks really smooth. One thing I want to point out of the box, you can't add apps on this front screen. It's actually a couple extra steps, unfortunately. Once in settings, scroll down and find cover screen and then keep scrolling down. You have to actually go to labs. So you'll see apps allowed on cover screen in labs. Select that right there and it will bring you to this menu where you can enable only specific apps. It has a few others actually that you can download, like Netflix and a couple others as well, but I need to download those from the Play Store first. So those will pop up eventually, but that's it. So there's like 6, 7, 8 apps maybe that you can use on your cover screen, unfortunately, but I would recommend going to Get Multi-Star right here, which will bring you to the Galaxy Store, where then you can enable all apps. So let's install this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So since the Galaxy Z Flip 7 is on the latest One UI 8.0 from Samsung, that means that Multi-Star or Good Lock doesn't quite work just yet. You can get a glimpse of those apps and what the menu would look like. You just sort of select any app that you want and it will work. So just keep that in mind. That is coming very soon. But then once you add the apps widget to your home screen, you just swipe over and there are those apps that you're looking for. Even Google Maps will work. It's actually really smooth and surprising. My internet here is not good, so it's just not loading the map. So I promise it will be really smooth and look really good on that 120 hertz front display. You can watch YouTube videos. You can quickly text your friends on this larger screen. And again, this phone comes out in a couple weeks, so hopefully by then, Multi-Star will get the One UI 8.0 update to add all apps to that front screen. Like I mentioned, no hardware updates to the camera overall with the 50 megapixel main sensor, 12 megapixel ultra wide, but you can zoom all the way up to 10x zoom, and you'll notice this zoom slider right here on the internal camera, that actually got added to the camera on the outside. So if you go ahead and press this zoom and then, hey, there's me, and then press and hold, you can go up and down and zoom with that slider as opposed to just tapping those icons or pinching to zoom. Okay, it makes more sense if I'm on this side, but one huge perk is you can use your main lenses for that selfie camera. I want to point something out. If you press and hold, you can actually slide these icons to the left or right hand side for your preference. I actually prefer it on the right side, but again, you can quickly swap between the ultra wide, 1x, and zoom lenses and go through all your different filters and settings as well. You can hold your hand up, show the palm, it'll count down, and take a quick little selfie right there. Oh, one more thing, if you swipe over, you can switch modes. You got video and over to portrait mode. But speaking of video mode, HDR up here, it actually supports 10-bit HDR in this camera. So just because the hardware didn't change, they added support for 10-bit HDR. Also, I'd like to point out, pressing and holding the power button, you can access Gemini and specifically Gemini Live. Maybe if I wasn't talking during it, you just press that icon and this is now Gemini Live. And once we are all set up and ready to go, you can share your screen or press this icon and then get contextual information and say, hey, do you think I should shave my beard?
Your beard looks pretty good, but ultimately it's up to you. Do you have a specific...
All right, she said it looks pretty good. That's all I need to hear. Just for fun, I wanted to grab the brand new Galaxy S25 Edge and put it up side by side next to the phone because they are similar thickness when unfolded, of course, but really cool to see how thin this bar style phone actually is. It's about as thin as a Z Flip 7. Anyways, that is everything I want to talk about for now with the Galaxy Z Flip 7. A lot more coming very soon. I'm going to let all of my data restore and put this phone to the test, especially with that new Exynos 2500 chipset. This is the first phone I've used with it, so excited to really give that a try. But drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Pre-orders are now live. I'll link to that down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.